So I've got here John Deere S100, and I'll be showing today how to change oil on it, oil filter, air filter, fuel filter, a spark plug, and that's about it. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty. I just mowed the yard yesterday and I haven't had time to clean it yet. Haven't done mowing yet, but we'll get to it at some point. The tractor has 20.3 hours on it. The reason why I'm changing it so early is because, first of all, it looks very watery and it smells like gasoline a little bit. So I just want to make sure that there's no gas in it. You can see how it looks. It has oil in it, but it's very not viscous. It's just very watery. So first thing that I did, I took the oil plug off and I'm letting it drip into my oil pan, and of course make sure that you rotate the tire to the left a little bit. That will help fit your bucket or oil drain thing right here. I did buy the oil and maintenance kit from John Deere. Comes in a box just like that, and in the box we do have 2 quarts of oil. The tractor does take 1.5 quarts of oil. We do have oil filter, 2 quarts. My seat is also dirty since it's been sitting outside. It is 10W30 oil by John Deere. We do have air filter, which is super easy to replace. I do have a cheat sheet on when to replace certain things. So I mean, it does say that oil and engine filter should be replaced at 50 hours, but I'm deciding to do it at 20 just because it's not being used a lot, and when it's being used, it's used in the heat in the Phoenix, Arizona sun, and it gets 120 degrees outside. It gets a little bit hot, so I'm just trying to take care of the machine. Fuel filter and a spark plug. It is nice and clean, and we'll see how dirty my spark plug is on my tractor. And of course I get a sticker. That's pretty cool. I did jack it up from the behind a little bit just because I don't know how else to lift the machine up a little bit to drain more oil. I don't have a jack in the front, but I think I'm just gonna lift it up by hand a little bit. I did put some wheel chokes right there to prevent it from rolling. Alright, let's get to it. So the oil seems to be done draining. It's dripping slowly, but that's not a big deal. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get my cap, close this back up, push it in, rotate. Now it's locked, good to go. I do have a little bit of my towels here just to clean it off so it looks clean and nice. This cable right here should be moved to the side because it might get some oil on it. So that's that. Now let's go on the other side and remove the filter. I'm gonna move this pan out of here. It's pretty watery. It is. It does not look like much of an oil. Alright, so we're gonna put it right here. So the oil filter was supposed to be tied by hand. I'm gonna see if I can untie it by hand. Oh, come on. Maybe it's not as loose. It's pretty tight. I will have to use some of my tools. I turned the wheel to the right now to fit my panel better. I'm gonna go get something to loosen this up. Actually, I did not look for any tools, so I was able to loosen it up by hand using 2 hands and applying some force. Let's see if I can replicate what I just did. So I'm gonna put this here. So I just use both of my hands Oh, here we go. It moves. Here we go. It should be tightened by hand from the manufacturer. See, it drips down the frame, which is a poor design. Unfortunately, I wish it was a little bit different, but that is what it is. I'll just have to wipe it off clean once I unscrew this and drain everything. All right, so the filter is out. Oh man, I'm just gonna put it to the side right now. I'm gonna use some of that old oil to put it in the gaskets on the new filter. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to drain everything and install the new filter. All right, so the new filter comes in a box, standard filter, standard seal. Just gonna get a little bit of that old oil from the old filter, apply it to the seal so it seals properly and secure. I'm not a professional, I just do it at home, and I don't know if I'm even doing it right or not, but it usually works for me, and I have no issues with any of my cars or machinery. Just gonna wipe it off because I see some grass clippings on it, and of course I don't want anything to go into the engine. Alright, that's done. I was always told to put just a little bit of oil in an oil filter. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, but I've always done it with my cars. Just a little bit there. Alright, so the seals are done. Filter is going in. I'm just gonna tighten it by hand as recommended. I want to make sure that I'm able to take it off, because if you over tighten it too much, I think you're gonna have a problem getting it off, and maybe have to replace the whole engine. I'm not really sure how that exactly works, as again, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a simple guy that does maintenance on his tools. Let me grab another rod. I'm gonna grab another rug, clean this area out from the oil. I don't want my tractor to look horribly bad and dirty. Alright, so the area is cleaned up. Now old filter is gonna go into the box, and I'll trash it later. Oil, of course, I'm gonna go recycle it at one of the auto parts stores, since they accept old oil. Alright, so the filter is on. Now time to add some oil. Go right here. Actually, before I add oil, let's just remove the oil pan out of here. Alright, it's a little bit hard to do everything with one hand while holding the phone, but I removed the oil pan. Now I'm gonna replace the filter before I add more oil. Probably not the right steps to take. Doing my best. The oil filter looks pretty dusty, most likely from all the dust, but it doesn't look super dirty inside. That's okay. Yeah, compared to the new one, definitely dusty. The filter, air filter, is super easy to replace. Just snap it back in, pop it out, and you got a new filter. Look at this beauty. Amazing. Now we're gonna put the cover back on. Super easy as well. Nothing scary to do at all, if you're not worried about doing stuff yourself. Now the engine or gas filter will be a little bit easy as well. You just have to remove clip on the bottom, on top, and replace them. There's gonna be some gas probably spilled on a tractor, but it is what it is. Well, let's get to it, see how it goes for me. Now to remove the gas filter, I do need to use 2 hands, so unfortunately I'm not going to record that, but I will update you with what I did. I'm gonna use my pliers just to hold those pins together and pry everything open. Alright, I unplugged one side of the gas filter. Unfortunately I was not able to do it clean. It's spilled on the bottom. Now I know I'm gonna take that clamp off and it's gonna spill as well. So I got all over my hands. I should probably wear gloves doing that. Well, let's take the second one off and look at the filter. Alright, the second one was much easier to take off. Actually, I did not spill anything. I think all the gasoline went inside the tube. Oh, I'm spilling now. But that looks pretty dirty to me, honestly. Pretty clogged up. So I'm glad I'm replacing it, because you can see how they're a little bit different, but this one is definitely dirtier. Alright, so to make sure that the arrow, there's an arrow here, the arrow points up, and this one does not have an arrow, but oh, it does have an arrow right there. It still points up. Let's install it here, see how it goes. Alright, so I replaced the gas filter. Honestly, putting the bottom piece in was much easier than the top, and that's what I started with. I put the first one in, the bottom one, then the top one second, and honestly I would do it the opposite. I'll put the top one first and then the bottom one second, just because the bottom one went way easier than the top one in. Hopefully I don't have any leaks here. We'll test everything out, of course, once I'm done. So we got new gas filter, new air filter, new oil filter. The plug is plugged in. I just need to add oil to the engine, and we also have a spark plug left to do. Now the spark plug will be on this side, right here. So I'm just gonna remove that hose and get the spark plug out. Let's see if I can do it by hand. Yes, spark plug should be easy to take out. Let's see, I'm gonna go find the right range for it. Alright, so I got a socket. It is a 5/8 deep socket, just so I can fit it in. Okay, fits perfectly in. Now let's take it out. I don't have all my tools are in the truck, and the truck is the other property. Come on. Oh, that's super easy. I'll do the rest by hand, just because it'll be much faster and easier. Let's see how much or how dirty the spark plug is. But it was super easy to do. Doesn't require much skill, so if you're new to it, you can do it super easily. The spark plug is pretty dirty. Look at that, all this carbon buildup on it. Yeah, I'm glad I don't know if you can see it. I'm glad I'm changing it. It's still a good spark plug. It will still work, but I mean, it comes in a kit, so why not replace it? Better be safe than sorry, I guess. I'm gonna put it right here. Let's get my other spark plug. Yeah, this one is nice and clean and straight, so hopefully it works as good as the other one. Now, it'll be super easy to put in. Just put it in a hole, kind of screw it back in, don't over tight it. I'm gonna do it by hand as much as I can, and then tight it with yeah, my fingers don't reach anymore. I'm just gonna grab my socket and do it with the socket. Yep, I think I'm done there. This doesn't go anywhere. Alright, spark plug is in, it's tightened. I'm just gonna put this one back on. One second. Alright, so everything is in. Now I'm just gonna add oil and we're all good to go. I'll be right back. Currently I don't have a funnel, that's readily available, so I'm gonna have to grab a funnel from my dump trailer. It's clean, so it's not gonna do much. My dump trailer leaks oil out of hydraulic fluid, so I have to fill up the tank sometimes with some oil, but a little funnel will work. Let's put it here. Oh, my napkins are right there. Alright, my napkin's gonna hold my oil stick, possibly. Just gonna stick it in, I don't care. Alright, and the John Deere shop recommended 1.5 quarts of oil, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna try to argue with them. If they say 1.5, it is 1.5. Alright, so this is a 1 quart of 10W30. Gonna go slowly in. Here we go. Clean, nice oil. Beautiful. The tractor needs some cleaning. My neighbor and I, we both use it for our properties. I use it on a 1.5 acres of land to mow grass, mostly flat. She uses on her backyard and front yard sometimes. So the tractor stays uncovered in the Arizona heat, in the rain, and it does get spider webs, spiders, and some dust in it, which is okay as long as it runs. We do try to take care of it, at least maintenance wise, really well. I did have to replace a front tire. It went flat. I'm not sure why. It looks like this one is going flat as well, but this one was replaced. Nothing else was replaced. I had a spring replaced somewhere here. It bented. I ran over a palm branch, and it just got stuck in my lawnmower. Hold on. But that's that. Let's add another 1/2 quart of oil in it, and then run the John Deere, see how it works. Okay, it's a little bit hard to do it with one hand. Once again, I'm not a professional. I just do oil changes at home. I do have a car rental business, so I do a lot of oil changes on my car rentals or cars that I rent out. And it's gonna be way more than that. Beautiful oil. Nice and clean, and almost there. Just a little bit more. I think that should be it. Yeah, we're at 1/2 quart, so yes, we're good to go. And I'll save that for later. Next time I'll just buy some quart of oil and some filter, and that's about it. Alright, so let's put this on my golf cart. That's barely working. It doesn't have a key to it, and it overheats if you drive very slow, so I have to drive only fast in it. Alright, so the gas filter is gonna go in a box of trash. Pliers we're gonna put here. This is box of trash as well. I'm gonna organize everything right now. Alright, so the oil is changed. My air filter is locked. Engine filter or oil filter is good. Gas filter is good. Spark plug is good and secured. Oil cap, oh, don't know, I don't want to open that. It's good. I put the sticker in here that I changed it to 20 hours or on October 5th, 2025. So let's close it up and see how it runs. I closed my stick in there. I do have a little key with a John Deere tractor on it. Let's start up. It's brand new, fresh. And no, that's not fun. What's the problem here? So it looks like the spark plug is working. Alright. The problem didn't start first because the gas was not getting into gas filter, but we'll look right now. So I ran it for about 5 minutes. While I was running, I was checking for any oil leaks, engine leaks, or gas leaks. Pump up the front tire because it was low. Most likely because we do have a lot of thorns that go through the tire. So gas filter is good, no leaks. Oil filter is good, no leaks. The tractor runs smoother than before. It sounds even better. There's no leaks out of the cap. The spark plug seems to be fine. So yeah, successful oil change. Starts up right away. Let's try it again. Hopefully it doesn't fail me. Hold on, I'm not comfortable standing like this. So yeah, we're all good. Now keep in mind, I am not a professional, but I did change the oil and it was pretty easy. Everything went smooth and good. Alright, bye bye. John Deere.